Welcome back to CoinAgeEra. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1987 Canada $1 coin, a coin that completely changed the future of Canadian currency. What looks like an ordinary $1 coin is actually one of the most iconic and collectible coins in modern Canadian history. Before 1987, Canadians used a paper $1 bill for everyday transactions. Although it was familiar, it had a serious problem: it did not last long. On average, a $1 note survived only a short time in circulation before becoming torn, dirty, or damaged. This forced the government to constantly print new notes, which became expensive and inefficient. By the early 1980s, the Canadian government and the Royal Canadian Mint began searching for a smarter solution. Studies showed that replacing the paper note with a coin would significantly reduce long-term costs, because coins can last decades, while paper notes must be replaced again and again. After years of planning, testing, and public discussion, the decision was finally made. In 1987, Canada officially introduced its first circulating $1 coin, marking one of the most important changes in the country's modern currency system. The launch of this coin was not just a financial move, it was a national transition. At first, many people were unsure about carrying a heavy coin instead of a light note. Some even criticized the idea. But over time, Canadians realized the benefits, and the coin slowly gained acceptance across the country. This change saved millions of dollars for the government and proved that coins were far more practical for everyday use. The success of this decision would later influence another major move: the creation of the $2 coin, famously known as the toonie. The introduction of the 1987 $1 coin became a turning point, proving that a simple change in currency could have a lasting economic impact and reshape how an entire nation handles money. When the 1987 Canada $1 coin was introduced, its design was carefully chosen to represent the identity of Canada, not just its economy. Every detail on this coin tells a story. The obverse front side features a refined portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, symbolizing Canada's constitutional monarchy and its historical ties to the Commonwealth. The portrait reflects stability, tradition, and continuity, values Canada wanted to preserve even while modernizing its currency. The reverse, backside, is where this coin truly became legendary. It showcases a loon bird calmly floating on water. The loon is not just any bird, it is one of the most recognizable symbols of Canada's natural world. Found across Canadian lakes and wilderness areas, the loon represents peace, strength, and freedom. This powerful image immediately connected with the public. Very quickly, Canadians began calling the coin this season Loonie, a nickname that soon became more popular than its official name. What started as casual slang turned into an internationally recognized term, making this coin unique among world currencies. The design was also practical. The golden color of the coin, created by its nickel-bronze alloy, made it stand out clearly from other circulating coins. This helped people easily recognize it in their pockets, reducing confusion during everyday transactions. The artwork on the coin was clean, simple, and timeless, a perfect balance between beauty and functionality. Unlike complex designs that can fade over time, the Loonie's imagery remained sharp and recognizable, even after years of circulation. Because of its strong symbolism and instantly recognizable look, the 1987 $1 coin became more than money. It became a cultural icon representing Canada both at home and around the world. This design success played a huge role in the coin's long-term popularity and helped lay the foundation for its future collector demand, especially for early issues like 1987, which marked the very beginning of the Loonie's legendary journey. The 1987 Canada $1 coin was not only important because of its design, but also because of how it was made. When the Royal Canadian Mint prepared this coin, the goal was clear: create a coin that would survive decades of daily use while still looking distinctive. To achieve this, the coin was struck using a nickel-bronze alloy, a combination chosen for its strength, corrosion resistance, and golden appearance. This metal gave the coin a unique color that separated it from silver-toned coins and helped people instantly recognize it in circulation. The minting process was handled with extreme precision. Early coins, especially those produced in 1987, were struck with sharp details, clean edges, and a smooth finish. Because this was the first year of issue, extra attention was paid to quality, making many early examples highly attractive to collectors today. However, not every coin came out exactly the same. During mass production, small minting variations naturally occurred. Some coins were struck slightly off-center, others showed differences in surface texture, and a few displayed unusual finishes. These subtle differences may have gone unnoticed in daily use, but in the numismatic world, they can be incredibly important. Over time, collectors began identifying certain mint errors and strike characteristics that made specific 1987 $1 coins stand out from the rest. Coins with sharper loon details, stronger Queen Elizabeth II portraits, or unusual metal tones became especially desirable. Another key feature was the coin's milled edge, designed to improve grip and reduce wear. This practical detail also added to the coin's durability, allowing well-preserved examples to survive in near-perfect condition even after many years. Because millions of coins were produced, most circulated heavily, but a small number were saved early, carefully stored, or never circulated at all. These high-grade pieces are the ones that later entered private collections, auctions, and elite numismatic markets. All of these factors, metal choice, first-year production, minting quality, and rare variations, laid the groundwork for why the 1987 Canada $1 coin eventually became one of the most talked about modern coins among collectors. As time passed, the 1987 Canada $1 coin slowly moved from everyday pocket change into the world of serious coin collecting. What once circulated freely began to disappear into private collections, albums, and vaults. Collectors place special importance on first-year issues, and 1987 holds that distinction. For the Canadian $1 coin, first-issue coins represent the beginning of a new monetary era, making them historically significant and emotionally valuable to collectors. Although millions of these coins were minted, true rarity does not depend on mintage alone. Most coins entered circulation and were heavily used, scratched, cleaned, or damaged over time. As a result, only a small percentage survived in high-grade or near-perfect condition. Another major factor driving demand is the presence of minting, irregularities, and errors. Coins with unusual surfaces, misaligned strikes, abnormal finishes, or exceptionally sharp details became objects of intense interest. These variations are difficult to find and often discovered years later, making them even more desirable. The coin's iconic Loonie status also plays a huge role. Because this coin became a national symbol, collectors from outside Canada began seeking it as well. This transformed the 1987 $1 coin from a national collectible into an international numismatic target. Auction houses, private dealers, and high-end collectors started competing for the best examples. Coins with official grading, original mint luster, and no signs of circulation became especially valuable. Some examples were even removed from circulation immediately after release, increasing their long-term scarcity. Over the years, demand continued to rise as collectors realized that early loonies were no longer easy to find in top condition. What was once common slowly became selective and competitive, with buyers willing to pay significant premiums. By the time collectors fully understood its importance, the 1987 Canada $1 coin had already earned a place among the most sought-after modern Canadian coins, setting the stage for its shockingly high value, which would soon surprise the entire collecting world. After years of growing interest, the 1987 Canada $1 coin reached a point where collectors began viewing it not as pocket change, but as a high-value collectible. The transformation from a $1 coin to a five-figure item did not happen overnight. It was driven by condition, rarity, and demand. Only a very small number of 1987 $1 coins exist in elite collector-grade condition. These coins show no signs of circulation, retain their original mint luster, and display extremely sharp details on both the loon bird and Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. Coins like these are exceptionally hard to find today. Even more valuable are coins with rare minting characteristics or production anomalies. When such a coin is professionally graded and authenticated, its desirability increases dramatically. At this level, collectors are no longer buying a coin, they are investing in a historic artifact. As global interest in modern Canadian coins grew, competition intensified. High-end collectors and investors began bidding aggressively for the finest known examples. This demand pushed prices upward, breaking expectations and redefining what a modern coin could be worth. Under these rare and specific conditions, the 1987 Canada $1 coin has achieved an estimated collector value of up to $59,000. A pine has achieved an estimated collector value of up to $59,000. A ballast number that continues to shock new collectors around the world. What makes this story truly special is its simplicity. A coin that once bought a cup of coffee now represents history, national identity, and hidden wealth. A powerful symbol, a value that changed everything. If you love discovering rare coins and their hidden worth, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to CoinAgeEra, and follow for more legendary coin histories.